President Trump has already made serious progress on getting oil prices down since he took office, and a new flood of Venezuelan oil could drive them down even further, with the Trump administration eyeing $50 a barrel.
For more, let's bring in American Energy Institute founder and CEO Jason Isaac. Jason, no arguing that with the U.S. basically overseeing or bringing into our sphere of influence the vast majority of oil in the Western Hemisphere, 40% of the oil output in the globe right now. However, are the oil companies really going to get on board with this? Are they hankering for $50 a barrel oil, sub $50 a barrel oil? I question that.
Yeah, Dagan, I think some of the smaller independents are concerned about that cost. It is starting to squeeze them. Some of the members of our organization in the Permian Basin in Texas are starting to feel that squeeze a little bit. There's cutbacks that are happening already right now. I don't think the Venezuelan oil is going to impact that. You look at nearly 80% of the refineries along the Gulf Coast that are geared ready for that heavy crude oil from Venezuela. We don't produce that here in the United States or in Texas. So we export most of the oil that we produce here. So I don't think it's going to have a cost. It'll reduce transportation costs. We're not going to be importing as much oil from the Middle East. We'll be importing it from Venezuela. So it's a much shorter trip. It's great for the Western Hemisphere. We should see lower cost of gasoline, something that has already significantly decreased this year, over 20%. I wish the president, and I encourage the president to meet with utility executives, because electricity costs are not decreasing. They're increasing significantly.
That is a great point. Let me ask you this about going into Venezuela. I could see energy executives saying, under a Trump administration, going back into Venezuela, starting operations sounds great. But you know that that's an investment that takes years, tens of billions of dollars. You're not going to have a President Trump forever. I don't know who's going to be next, and I don't know who's going to be next after that. Is that one of the barriers to U.S. companies wanting to go back into a place that has a history of nationalizing oil assets like we're talking about right now?
Yeah, Brian, you're absolutely right. That's one thing that American companies and businesses around the world want to make sure that contracts actually mean something, that there is rule of law. International courts have ruled that Venezuela owes American companies billions of dollars in equipment and assets that they have stolen from those companies. And it's just not those companies. It's the shareholders that invest in those companies. So Venezuela has stolen private property rights from pensioners who have invested with oil and gas companies, hoping for a return on investment. So hopefully we can get some of those, that initial 30 to 50 million barrels, which is just a drop in the bucket. Hopefully that'll start to go back and replenish those companies of the billions of dollars that they are due from Venezuela, from stealing their equipment and returning that rightful private property, shares, dollars back to the original investors. You think about firefighters and pension fund holders, teachers, first responders, other peoples that have entrusted their pensions and their 401ks in companies, and Venezuela comes along and steals it. So we've got to have that rule of law, and contracts have to be enforced.
And Jason and Isaac, thank you so much. You make a great point about electricity production in Venezuela is down at least 30%. So you got to turn the lights back on first before you start pumping more oil. Great to see you.
Thanks, Jason.